Hello everybody, it's Wednesday, and you all know what that means. It's Wednesday, obviously. My name is Patrick, this is Rising Saw Woodworking, and we're building a coffee table. It's going to be a rectangle. It's going to be very similar to the TV stand. It's actually going to be a second part of a set now. I'm a pro. I've made a set of furniture. It's pretty awesome. I have more small projects behind me that are just finishing up, and now I'm into the big one. It's 26 inches long or wide and 48 inches long. I bought 4 2x10s, which is enough material to get my width and my sides. I'm going to do it differently from the last time. I'm not going to dowel and glue up big panels. I'm going to actually use pocket hole screws to bring it together, and I'm going to plug all those holes like a pro. Like a pro. Now I'm thinking about my material. I hope I'm going to have enough, just because I'm going to have to get exactly 48 inches off of all these boards, or 3 of these boards. So that's where we're starting. I'm going to grab a board. They all seem decently flat still. And we're going to start measuring and doing some cuts. I might after this go get more wood, but we will do what we can and mark 48 and then grab our square. One idea, I could make these, no, I want to keep the same design. Belay that. All right, so I got my line, and now I'm going to cut this down the middle.
Well, everyone, I'm almost at 1,000 subscribers, which means I'm a professional woodworker, and I can provide you, the newbie viewer, with pro tips. Here is my pro tip for working with boards that are not perfectly flat. Do not check to see if they're flat, because the moment you do, you will know that they're not flat. And if that does not make any sense to you, let me ask you a question. Does a tree make noise in the forest if you're not there? Obviously not, because you can't hear it, so it's not making noise. Don't check if it's flat. It's flat. So what we did here is we just cut all of our boards to roughly 48 inches, and now we're trimming a bit off the edges with my Freud glue line rip full curve blade 10-inch table saw blade on my Harvey table saw, not sponsored.
Good news and bad news. All of our boards have a pretty nice clean edge on them. Bad news. All of our boards are supposed to get us to at least 26 inches. Or 25 1/8. So, I could grab that 2x6 over there. Or I can just pocket hold this where it is right now to its width and call it a day. Would my brother notice 3/4 of an inch? about this long. Is that a noticeable difference? I don't know. Maybe. Maybe it is. Okay, I'm actually excited with how this is, but I want to actually glue it up today. So I'm going to quickly knock out the preparation of the shorter boards so that I can also pocket hole those. Yeah.
And I'm going to have to get a bit creative with these smaller pieces. I don't know if it's safe or unsafe, but it felt fine to me, and I still have 9 fingers.
All right, to organize my pocket holes, I'm going to go 1, 2, 3. 2 is the one that will get all the pocket holes going outwards. 4, 5, 6.
I drilled a whole bunch of pocket hole screws, or pocket hole holes. I screwed your mom. And then we add our glue. And then after I add my glue, a nice healthy amount of it, I use a silicone barbecue brush to spread our glue. And all this spreading kind of makes me want a peanut butter and honey sandwich. I clamped the seam of the 2 boards with my included pocket hole clamp, and then use my favorite type of screw, a pocket hole screw, to screw the boards together. And then on the other side, and then the next 12, I had to get a little bit creative again. After screwing all my pocket hole screws in, I quickly slapped some tape on some pieces of wood and made the least effective clamping calls on the planet. I clamped them to my boards and then repeated that entire process for the other big panel and essentially the same process for the small panels.
Have a bit of a gap. You won't notice, will he? I don't think so. I mean, it's not... Like down here is not bad. I don't think he'll notice. I mean, I notice that. Okay, yeah, he'll probably definitely notice that one. This side's not doing so good. Nah, he won't notice. He won't notice.
we'll just add some screws. We are doing some cleanup of the glue right now and moving right on to drilling holes for dowels. And I even make my own dowels.
A few moments later.
After making my own dowels, I did a dry fit. It was very tight. I had to use clamps to actually get it seated.
Perfect.
And then I had to get it apart.
Now, I'm really mad.
Then I did a full dry fit of the coffee table to see if things lined up, and they didn't, but I also didn't notice. So I worked it back apart by hitting it over and over and over again with a rubber mallet.
Stop it. Get some help.
I must have used all my strength getting this disassembled. I couldn't get the glue open. And then, after struggling, I got my glue laid down and I started getting it reassembled for the second time. And I still didn't notice the mistake. I did have to use clamps to actually get this thing together. It was very tight fit, like your mom. At least before I was there.
Oh, shit. Here we go again.
Now, because I had to force it into spot, I was worried movement may cause it to split. So I reinforced it with some hidden pocket hole screws. Basically, I drill a hole, put a screw in it, cover it with a dowel, saw the excess. I didn't record the sawing, or maybe it was just too horrifying to watch. Okay, so I realized my mistake. I have two corners overhanging, kind of like that never-ending 3D staircase. My new favorite tool, the electric hand planer, to the rescue again. It made pretty quick work of this issue. Well, okay, when I say it made quick work of this issue, it's not actually square. The edges just line up. Then it was on to the final stretch. Well, I beveled the inside edges with my router, and I recorded the setup, but none of the actual routing. So pretend all of that happened, and now we're sanding it nice and clean, attaching the feet and some boards to balance it on, and then finally some true black stain. And enjoy the music. Past me will take it from here, and let me know if I overdid it with the extra little clippets. Clips? Clippets? Clips. Snippet clips? I don't know. Did I overdo it? let me know.
It's the biggest piece of dog shit.
Hello everybody, my name is Patrick, and this is part 2 of this. I don't think it's wobbly, I think the table it's on is
So that was a f***ing lie.
wobbly. Maybe it's all wobbly. I don't know. But I have completed the coffee table. It is based on the exact same design as the previous project we made, which was a TV stand. And it is also for the exact same person, my brother, and yeah.
Sometimes may be good, sometimes may be shit.
Hopefully he likes it.
It's the biggest piece of dog shit.
I don't know if it's going to make it into the final cut because I have not done any of the editing for part 2 yet, but I've essentially decided I am not happy with the quality of this, or really the other one.
My disappointment is immeasurable, and my day is ruined.
So down the line, and I'm going to rebuild both of these projects using a hardwood of some sort, and hopefully at that point in time I will have also invested in some slightly better tools, like a better jointer as an example, because it's too hard to run long boards through. I mean, this isn't long, but the TV stand's 72 inches, so that'll just be a pain in the butt. Hey everyone, if you enjoyed this video, consider subscribing. As of recording this, I'm 155 subscribers from 1,000, which is pretty awesome. And I'm very excited and very much looking forward to hitting that 1,000.
Let's go.
And you might be the one to help me get there. And you should check out my other videos because, well, not all of them. A lot of them aren't good. Some of them are okay. You should check out those ones. I'm not telling you which ones, so you'll have to click on all of them to find the okay one.
Do me a favor, please. Get out of here.